Elon Musk is a slimy, low IQ, socially awkward, inbred looking, unelected foreign citizen, billionaire oligarch who now has access to the US Treasury and gets to decide what the government should spend money on. He is 100% committed to neoliberal capitalist extremism of destroying the regulatory state in favor of free market absolutism.
I think we do need to delete entire agencies as opposed to leave part of them behind. Because if you leave part of them behind, it's easy. It's kind of like leaving a weed. If you don't remove the roots of the weed, then it's easy for the weed to grow back.
Him and Donald Trump, the other narcissistic sociopath businessman, are religiously bound to the cancerous ideology of business authoritarianism. Since the beginning of Trump's presidency, there has been an aggressive attack on government programs like Medicaid and other programs that are meant to help the vulnerable in society. Because to dipshit, illiterate morons like Musk and Trump, any money spent by the government that does not have a return on investment is a waste of money. These people are literally trying to run the US government like a business. And even though several federal judges ordered Trump to stop Elon's hacking of the Treasury because it's clearly illegal, and that we have to lift the ban on government programs like the NIH, which is for cancer research, Trump just decides to ignore and defy the orders. A decision which is supported by all his loyalist stooges. And this is right out of the Project 2025 playbook, to hand all the power to the executive branch of the government. The president does whatever he wants to do, and conservative, business-minded Christian nationalism is to reign supreme. Here is hillbilly Vice President J.D. Vance before the election talking openly about using presidential power to overthrow and literally own the government.
We should just seize the administrative state for our own purposes. Fire every single mid-level bureaucrat, every civil servant in the administrative state, replace them with our people. I think Trump is going to run again in 2024. I think he'll probably win again in 2024. And when the courts, because you will get taken to court, and then when the courts stop you, stand before the country like Andrew Jackson did and say the Chief Justice has made his ruling, now let him enforce it.
This is unprecedented anti-government lunacy, but predictable of a society that is run by business interests. And by the way, Elon and Trump are threatening to sue or even arrest their critics, whether they are in the government, the media, or even social media. Now, I've always said that the most dangerous ideology on planet Earth is that of free market capitalism, because the market views the Earth and its resources as an inventory for exploitation. And Musk and Trump carry this ideology out to the max. This is why Trump pulled out of the Paris Agreement for climate change and put fossil fuel puppets in the EPA, since regulation and environmental standards slow down economic growth and hence business expansion. Having strict air, water, and pollution standards is bad for GDP. The market favors scarcity and inefficiency to grow. And this is why Trump has now deregulated those forever chemicals that cause cancer. It's simply good for industry, cutting costs at the expense of human well-being. And this is also why social welfare programs like Meals on Wheels, school lunches, and homeless shelters are demonized by these free market absolutists. They claim like it's some kind of like a woke, trans, Marxist agenda to ruin the country. You can't make this stuff up. I mean, the level of stupidity and lack of concern for societal stability is on a level unforeseen in American history. And these silly hillbillies are going a mile a minute, doing everything they can to turn society as fast as possible into a techno-feudalist nightmare, where the billionaire oligarchs and their buddies get to decide the fate of society. I mean, we can argue that it's already here. Musk spent hundreds of millions of dollars to literally purchase the presidency and literally buy his way into the White House. These people are what we can call accelerationists, speeding up the worst aspects of capitalism. And by the way, Elon, you're auditing all these government agencies and cutting off their money like US saying it's a waste of money and all that. But you're not going after the Pentagon, are you? I wonder why. Could it be because you're getting paid by them? Even though the Pentagon has failed literally 7 audits in a row and could not account for like where more than 60% of their money goes. I mean, if you're actually going to do an audit and look for waste, fraud, and abuse, the number one place to go to would be the Pentagon. But you don't go after them because it benefits you personally.
Transparency is what builds trust, not simply somebody asserting trust. So not somebody saying they're trustworthy, but transparency, so you can see everything that's going on. And then you can see, am I doing something that benefits one of my companies or not? It's totally obvious.
There are, I believe the number is 11 government agencies that are investigating Elon for labor abuses and other violations. He's trying to kill them all. It's already the case that he's clearly doing stuff that benefits him and benefits his companies.
The level of hypocrisy and projection by these a-holes is unbelievable. But it's important for us to remember how and why we have gotten here. The Trump presidency is not some anomaly of the capitalist system, and that if we did things right, the Democrats could manage society better. No, figures like Trump, who is just one example among many, do nothing but perpetuate the same destructive mainstream values that are built out of market capitalism. The same economic foundations that erode social cohesion and push the planet towards collapse. So, if we truly want to be revolutionary thinkers and out-system activists, we have to realize that in the end, there is no normal within capitalism to return to. If we want to bring about a better world that respects the process of science and common sense, we have to be ideologically opposed to all of the societal norms of our established world, as well as the institutions that have failed us for centuries. Capitalism is a system of war, and it has allowed the creation of an indifferent, exploitative group of oligarchs that have far surpassed having to answer to nation states. Any society that allows these clowns and jokers who have zero understanding or knowledge on sustainability and systems thinking to hold positions of power, that is a failed society. And since society and its values are actually a derivative of the economic system, then we have a truly failed and broken economy. It's a piece of shit. And yeah, there's a lot of pushback now by the people in the government and Democrats who are suing Elon and trying to stop this literal coup of the government. But if the foundational mechanisms that cause these problems to begin with are not addressed, nothing is really going to get solved in the long run. Well, anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Here at this channel, I actually provide solutions. I actually provide a systems-based analysis on how to look at the world's problems and how to apply solutions from a out-system perspective. And that's why I recommend this book all the time to everybody. It has actual really good, well thought out roadmap on how to get to a better society. All right, that's it for now. See you guys later. Peace. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please share it with others. We are here to transform minds one person at a time, and education is the key. Peace out and keep fighting.